mouth then. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Panayoti Cholkis. I've grown up in Florida, living in Pinellas and Alachua County and Palm Beach counties. And over the past 20 years, I've been following company-sponsored wildlife surveys, a process known as ground truthing, where citizen scientists review reports associated with permits. And I've also been a former employee of the Fish and Wildlife Commission, where I assisted wildlife surveys with staff biologists. So I'm familiar with many of the techniques that were presented today, and I realize how intensive they are and how impressive they appear in presentations like this. But what I've consistently seen is that people who don't have profit motive associated with the outcome of a company's survey and are also marking items with GPS points and images and hard data, they come away with much different findings. For example, I've seen surveys by company-hired firms in Palm Beach Gardens note 2 colonies of an endangered fern, Ophioglossum palmatum, where citizen surveyors documented over 50 colonies of that same plant, a state endangered species. The same firm found about a dozen gopher tortoise burrows, where we found about 3 times that. So this means the likelihood of commensal species like the eastern indigo could be much higher than indicated by so-called professionals.
Gotcha.
In another instance, while monitoring an ERP for a proposed FP&L power plant, we discovered a wildlife review conducted by an FWC senior biologist in Martin County that was critical of the plan's likely impact on wildlife, but the report didn't appear in the final permit. We only found it because we inquired why FWC had offered no comment, and the biologist, also confused, ultimately had to be subpoenaed before a judge to explain this quandary during the process of a lawsuit. I'm going to assume most of the people here are not too baffled about what happened there, because we know companies, much like Mosaic, donate generously to political campaigns at a state level to ensure they can get what they want. And my point here is that all the fancy tools and graphs don't matter when the company's funding the research have a desired outcome, which is based on securing their profits. So the research presented by Mr. Boughton should be seen for what it is, a calculated business investment by company executives, essentially. In order to make a responsible decision that will benefit the public, there needs to be balanced info reviewed. And I believe that the questions you've asked already indicate that you're also interested in this. And I think a question needs to be added, will there be penalties for failures to follow through on the claims that they're making on reclamation? Companies never say, well, our industry is going to decrease the quality of habitat, or we're going to have cumulative impacts that will cause 600 tons of marine life death, for example, as what happened last year in the Tampa Bay area. The Board of County Commissioners correctly denied this permit in 2018, and I saw nothing in this presentation that indicates that you should yield to Mosaic now.
Okay, thank you.